Hello everyone, good evening or good morning, whatever time you are watching this video. So today I'm going to cover a very simple but important topic is Apex sharing. As we all know, there are three different types of Apex sharing: with sharing, without sharing, and inherited sharing. Why do I want to capture this particular topic? Because there was some confusion how exactly it works without anything we are specifying on the class. Most of the times I was in the impression that it is also or always in without sharing by default, but let's check it out. How does it work? So check this out. What I've done is simply I have created a lightning component. So here is my lightning component, a very simple lightning component where I'm using a data table and showing some of the records. For that I have just created one custom object called dialog. So in this dialog I have kept only a single custom field called message, and just to let you know that my OWD is private for this dialog. Let's go. This is private, and I have created one permission set which is called dialog permission, and in this particular permission I have provided just read write access to dialog object. Read, create and edit. So simply I have provided access to this. So what I have done is I have created this dialog component, and there is I'm just setting the columns here, dialog name and message, only two columns. I've created a helper just to get the data of that dialog, and it is getting called from here, c.getDialog. For this I am just using the controller called dialog controller. So here is my controller. Let's just time being I'm just keeping it what we will simply do, and we'll try to let you know that we are just removing without sharing keyword from here just to check what exactly happens when we are keeping the class by default. So let's go there. Simply I've created this. I have just dragged this particular component on the home page. Let's show you. So here is my dialog component, and I have dragged it here just to show you that what exactly it will be showing the records. let me log in. Here I have another browser with, so I do have another user called okay, it's slow, just wait for a minute. It's not appearing. Okay, so I do have one user with standard user. So this is the architect. So I do have provided this permission to this user as well as. Let's go to this permission set and manage assignments. So I have provided to standard user and one permission to myself as system admin. What I'm expecting here is that, so in this particular browser I'll just log in as standard user, and so when I am logged in as standard user, and if I want to see that how many dialogues records are showing, and my class is as of now is not having any sort of sharing, so in general it is working as user context and it's working as with sharing. As you see here that this is not showing any records. So let's do it. So let me put without sharing keyword here, and let's just refresh my standard user browser, and now you can see this is started appearing. So without sharing is not considering any user context, it is running with system context, and that's why you are able to see the records of dialog. So whenever I go to system admin browser, here is my system admin. I can see here 2 records. Let's create one record of this from my standard user dialog. So I'm just creating one record of dialog with standard user. This is my standard user, creating one record from st user. Hey, I created new record. Can you see it? And I simply go here, it's showing now, and if I go here as a system admin, I can see here as well. Now let's do one thing. Now what I can do, I'll just create it with sharing, save it, and refresh it. So this particular standard user can see only his data. And let me go to the system admin, and the system admin, because he is also having so you can see all the records with sharing. So that's pretty clear that whenever you are having with sharing, now what I'm doing is I have created another class, and in this class I have created the same method, and I'm just removing this particular lines from here. What I'll do is I'll just call that helper method from here. Notice that this external class is with sharing and the internal class is also with sharing. So definitely the context where it will be running is definitely will be with sharing. Definitely we should be see only one single record here, and that's how it's opening. Let's say if I put without sharing to the external class, but I keep it internal class as with sharing and external class without sharing, what will happen? It still give you single record, right? So it is actually giving the priority to your internal class. Now do we have one more sharing called inherited sharing. So it actually does nothing but it takes the whatever sharing you are applied on the external class will apply the same on the internal class. So whatever you have applied on outer class, it will be taking the same thing here. Let's say if I put with sharing here on the external class, it will be also working as with sharing. Right? And if I put this particular internal class as without sharing, so based on the internal class it will always give the priority, although my external class is with sharing but my internal class is without sharing, so it will treat as without sharing. See here. So hopefully all these concepts are clear to you. Post me if you have any questions. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.